Masculinity keeps track. Oh, I've showed up every day. I told her I loved her yesterday, today, this morning. You think you're doing a good job. But that one time you didn't say I love you on the phone, we're over here like, damn, does he love me? Like, and that's just a natural thing, by the way.
What up, YouTube? Stevie not here. Grown man talk here. Man, today we're going to discuss some dating dynamics. And this is a topic we covered here a few weeks ago. Matter of fact, with the same individual, man. Sarah from the housekeeping podcast. She's up on, what's this shit called? It's Tonight's Conversation. Yeah, I mean, a little dating podcast that be popping. And I saw a video on my feed that, you know, got my attention. And really, I want to cover this because, you know, being that we're getting more women in the space, I want to see y'all's reaction to it, right? Because I low-key feel it's disrespectful to women to minimize them to this. You feel me? But I'm curious to see y'all's responses. Before we tap in, Pete the Drill, shop, StevieKnight.com. My book, gonna stay available, man. Copy, bro. It's fire. If you don't think it's fire, go to my website and look at the reviews. You feel me? Fed Up, written by your boy, inspired by true events, the bullshit I went throughout my career, employed as a border patrol agent, dog. You know what I mean? And then my self-development community, bro. You know what I'm saying? Weaponizing, man, like-minded individuals that just want to get better. You feel me? Without further ado, let's get it.
A masculine man needs to know when to come into his feminine to pull his girl out of the fit that she may be in. And a lot of the times what men do, period, is if a woman gets into a tiff, because we have to remember, masculinity keeps track. Oh, I've showed up every day. I told her I loved her yesterday, today, this morning. You think you're doing a good job. But that one time you didn't say I love you on the phone, we're over here like, damn, does he love me? Like, and that's just a natural thing, by the way. People could say, well, she's insecure. You can say whatever you want to say. Why does a baby cry? Why does a dog howl? Why does the sun come up in the east and go down in the west?
No accountability, bro. No accountability, man. Like, it's just, why does the sun rise? Why do babies cry? No, mother, you're an adult. You are an adult. This is like enabling childlike behavior, bro. She's minimizing women to crybabies, right? And there's a lot of women out here that's going to relate to this. Man, that's a fucking problem, dog. And hopefully you find a man out here who's willing to play those games with you, bro. But, you know, just because you're not able to control your emotions, I'm supposed to just throw logic aside and coddle to you acting like a fucking psycho, right? Even her example was crazy as hell. What she say? Like, you ain't send me a text today, or you ain't tell me you love me. So now all of a sudden, you know, he don't love me when he's giving you this long history of him showing himself a certain way to you. All that shit just is irrelevant because you in your feelings now. That's a spoiled ass, narcissistic, entitled ass child, right? And if, you know, a man or a woman is trying to put the onus on someone else to avoid reality, to ignore reality, to play games with you, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of women out here are going to identify with that too, bro. No shade to Sarah, though, bro. Like, I typically agree with her, bro. She be fucking putting on for women, man. But, like, just the generalization of women this way, bro. Like, I'm not even agreeing with that, dog. Like, you generalizing these entitled-ass women today, right? You think women in the 70s and 80s and 90s are gonna identify what the fuck she's saying? Nah, it's only because we got this pocket of empowered, entitled, narcissistic women that think the entire world revolves around them. And since I'm psycho, since I have decided to just ignore reality, I need you to feed into my bullshit now. And it's on you to make me feel better when I'm the one that's psycho. Nah, motherfucker, I'm here with a grown-ass woman that needs to be aware that you're looking crazy, and you need to realize that 1 + 1 is 2 and not 1,054. You feel me? Let's continue.
It's just the way that it is, and we get to emotionally regulate that. But oftentimes, what do men do? Men say, well, why are you so upset? What did I do wrong? Don't you see that I did? Now you're trying to run off the track record, not realizing that femininity lives in the now. How do I feel right now? And if you can't come to say, oh, damn, baby, you know, you're right. I meant to say that I love you.
And it's like she's making up these rules, too. Femininity is now, and masculinity tracks time. Get that shit out of here, bro. Who wrote the fuck that? Who wrote that book? Who wrote that book? Both femininity and masculinity both need to realize 1 + 1 is 2. Who was coming up with these descriptions of what masculinity and femininity is? By her definition, masculinity is common sense and femininity is literally psycho, impulsive, neurotic, entitled, world revolves around me. Nah, not at all, bro. And this is going to perpetuate. It's the problem, dog. Because she got a big voice in at least the black female sphere. And there's going to be a lot of black women today that are going to identify with the fuck she's saying. Like, see, babe, this is it. Like, no, fam, we're not playing that game. Right. And then, like, I remember in the beginning, bro, she said a masculine man needs to know when to get into his femininity, which means a man, you know, a real man needs to let me be psycho and play this game with me. So, you know, it's like a shot at a man's character. No, a real man is going to put the dick down and be politely and say, babe, you're tripping. I love you. You need to self-regulate because this ain't it. And I'm not going to put up with this shit. You feel me? And that'll make a motherfucker self-regulate. Okay, I need to get my emotions in check. As opposed to putting the onus on the man to regulate her emotions for her. No, you need to know that you're tripping, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I didn't send a text, maybe because I was busy or I was tired or whatever. Like, you gonna just omit the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I did this, and this for the past, you know what I'm saying, umpteen years, and all of a sudden I ain't shit because you didn't get what you typically expect. Oh, Lord.
I don't even, then she can come out of the fit and get away from the wrath and come back.
Get out of the fit and come away from the wrath? Bruh, dog, if you got a woman out here who uses those terms to communicate, bruh, you picked the wrong one. Women today, this is what's wrong with women today, right?
Back into flow of,
that's passive aggressive.
No, it's because we're looking at patterns. Why are we looking at patterns? Because we're checking for safety. We are always testing, am I safe here?
Whatever causes you
to... You should be safe, though. You should be safe. Right? She just contradicted herself now. You're not checking for safety. You just throwing a hissy fit. And you want me to play this hissy fit game with you. But all right, let's get it.
Take the history of peace that I've given you from whatever time, right? Obviously, if I'm your man at this point, we've got at least 7, 8, 9 seasons of qualifications that made me a person that you could lead with. And because one spike or decrease in femininity makes you all of a sudden question your security, then maybe you didn't feel safe here.
No, that's
you
not
you have your own work to do. But what I'm supposed to do as a man is be like, you know what, babe, I understand.
This is exactly why men and women fight, because you're going to logic and she naturally goes to emotion.
This is why women fight, because men use their brain and women are psycho. Right? That's what you're saying. Women, how y'all feel about that? How do you feel about that? And if you identify with that, whew, that's a conundrum now, boy, because dating is already as fucked up as it is, bro. So now you got to take this into consideration, finding a partner. If y'all gonna run with this, right? I'm of the mind that the majority of women that follow my channel are gonna have common sense and know that this ain't it, and this is something this woman needs to work on, right? Because no man should have to be putting up with a woman that refused to acknowledge reality, right? That's a baby. You feel me? But if women out here that are running with this and you identify with this behavior, you think this is what women do, then why should a man put up with that? Right? In addition to everything else that's going on. The man shouldn't have to deal with that, period. You know what I'm saying? The man that you want, like you maybe get like a little, you know what I'm saying? That's why these little betas and simps and all this shit fucking shit up, bro, because they'll sit here and deal with that type shit, bro. And that's the type of man you're gonna get being this way. Right? So there's really no fucking argument here, bro. It's like you need to, this is how women are. You're emotional. You need to check your emotions and woosah, right? And realize that, yeah, I'm tripping. Baby's right. I'm sorry, babe. Right? I mean, and hopefully you got a man that is cool and he can, be cool with you. But no man needs to put up with that shit and play this game with you. This is game playing. Right? This is make believe. We grown ass adults now.
It makes sense, okay?
Of course it does.
Everything that you're saying makes sense logically,
right.
But emotionally, it doesn't make sense. And even a regulated woman, because it is natural. Why does a dog bark? I don't know. Why does a woman feel the way that she feels? I don't know.
No, my only problem, I understand.
That's a fucking cop out, dog. Nah. She has to be confining that to her, bro. She cannot speak for all women. But I can't wait to get in these comments, bro, because this is interesting.
And a spike, and I understand that at some point she will get back to center and realize that she was safe. But what is my role other than offering a safe space for her to regulate her own feelings? I'm not going to come in here and pander to you on that day and be like, oh man, my girl. I'm more inclined.
Why can't you just love your person for who they and how they are?
No, because it takes a lot less energy and it causes a lot less confusion if you process your own emotion as you give it out or shortly thereafter.
When you say women live in the now, it's almost like saying, what have you done for me lately?
Boom.
No, this is not that. Everything I've done.
I don't know. Year 3, season 2. Babe didn't text me, I love you back. I don't know if I'm safe.
If she feels because she's emotionally dysregulated based off of an action that happens because she's in the now, it's really fine to say, baby, I'm feeling a little insecure because you didn't slap my booty. Like, what's up?
So that's what I was saying.
Now that's her opportunity. Now you have the opportunity.
Nah, hell no. She ain't minimize it, bro. She was talking about wrath and tiff and all that, bro. Like, if a woman talks like that and a man can't deal with that, come on, bro. But we're not playing that game. Nah, you talking about the headbutt of I feel this way, and since you're not empathizing for how the fuck I feel, even though the way I feel is fucking psycho, there's a problem. Shawty said wrath. A tiffy. We not doing that, man. We not doing that, man.
To meet her where she's at to pull her out of it. You know what happens? No, but turn around right now. Let me slurp that. Whatever that is.
Nah, come on, man. Nah, bro had it right. In the brown shirt, he said it exactly. It sounds like these types of women are looking at the relationship from a perspective as, what have you done for me lately? Everything else you did in the past don't fucking matter, dog. And then, so now you expecting a man to play this kiddie game with you, but then just disregard how he feels about the fact that, look, I've done all this shit for you, and you gonna shit on me during this situation, in addition to knowing the fact that you're tripping, you're emotional, and now you just disregarding everything I've done for you in the past for you to come at me like this, right? That's a problem, and that's why that fucking shit's gonna be there, bro. So that's on the woman to realize that she's fucking tweaking. You feel me? But let's get to these comments, dog, because this is gonna be interesting, bro. Here, from the horse's mouth, Miss Sarah Fontenot. This will avoid so many arguments in your household if men could learn to be a little more compassionate emotionally and women could learn to be more understanding logically. We all allow ourselves to meet each other. Nah, just her writing there had nothing to do with the video that they just posted. This had nothing to do with understanding men more logically. This is all to do with, I'm the woman, me, focus on me, I'm crazy, fix how I feel first. Right? That's all she said. And this is just the result of the feminist movement. Right? When you have women out here that entitled to know that they are psycho, that they are in their fucking head, they're not looking at things rationally, and they want the man to fix it for them. Nah, bro. Nah, dog. Only in 2025. We allow ourselves to meet each other where we both are at. This is the superpower in relationships. Don't question why it is the way it is. It's just the way it is. Are you willing to love your person for who and how they are, or are you so in your ego that it's about right and wrong? What does ego have to do with right and wrong? It's right or wrong. Hell nah, bruh. What does that one time you didn't say I love you on the phone mean? The one time the lady was going through something and needed an I love you, or the guy saying I love you all the time but didn't say it one time? I dropped the comment in there. I said enabling child behavior. Sarah is absolutely right about how they will react and the best way to handle it. I refuse to do it. You are grown. I'm not pretending that I did something to you because you can't regulate your emotions. Bars. Today I learned finding your type of person is so important. Yeah. I 100% understand and agree with her, and unfortunately, he sat there and did the exact thing she spoke of. Yeah, because women are fucking crazy. These women are crazy. I ain't gonna say all women. These women are crazy. Just hearing her is exhausting. We all should learn to regulate our emotions and stop expecting reassurance and validation from others. Be an adult. Facts. That's from a woman. Are women adults? I feel like she said a lot to just say reassure your partner. Nah, hell no. That ain't reassuring. That's playing your fucking game. If you need that much reassurance, you need therapy. Don't keep asking him to soothe your triggers while leading y'all life. Women need to grow up. And that's from a woman, bruh. That's from a woman. Being okay with arguing against logic is wild. Facts. Like, men win here all day, every fucking day, bro. But it's like, you have to deal with these type of women if this is your type of woman. Hell no. Then they wonder why a lot of men feel unappreciated. How can you just focus on the now? When someone has consistently shown up for you, do you know how exhausting that would be? A lot of women need to be more emotionally mature. Your man not doing one thing at the exact time you need it is not an excuse to act like a child. Bars. Women say men don't have emotional intelligence. All I heard was a man can show up 99 times and the one time he doesn't, his love for you is in question because femininity lives in the now. How can a logical man lead an emotionally unstable woman? Bro, yeah, they cooking, bro. They cooking, dog. That video just means modern women are unstable. Bro, the modern woman, bro. It's crazy. The entitled modern woman, bro. Anyway, women, thoughts. I already know what a man gonna feel like. I already know what the man gonna say, bro. You know what I'm saying? But women, y'all let me know.